Welcome back to the channel. Dealing with high and low boiler water levels. Let us start with the danger of a low water level. A low water condition means the water level has dropped below the minimum safe visible level, or, more critically, below the heating surfaces, such as the furnace crown or the top row of tubes. When the heating surfaces are uncovered, they no longer benefit from the cooling effect of the water. The metal temperature can rapidly and dangerously increase, leading to overheating. This causes the metal to lose its mechanical strength and bulge or distort. If this happens to the furnace crown, it can collapse. If it happens to the tubes, they can rupture. The immediate reaction to a low water alarm is paramount. The first and most vital step is to immediately secure the heat source. This means tripping the fuel supply to the burner to extinguish the fire. The boiler should be completely isolated. This includes shutting down the main steam stop valve and the feed water pumps. Crucially, do not introduce cold water into the hot, starved boiler. Thermal shocking the overheated metal with cold water will cause a sudden and massive generation of steam, potentially leading to a massive explosion. The boiler must be allowed to cool down naturally. Only after the boiler has cooled sufficiently and a thorough inspection confirms no damage has occurred can the water level be carefully restored. Now, let us discuss the risks of a high water level. While less immediately catastrophic than a low level, a high water level can still cause serious operational damage. When the water level is too high, the amount of steam space in the drum is reduced. This insufficient space prevents the steam from adequately separating from the water droplets. This leads to severe carryover, where excessive water is carried out with the steam. Wet steam damages equipment downstream. It erodes turbine blades, washes away lubrication from engine parts, and can cause water hammering in steam lines, potentially rupturing them. It also significantly reduces the thermal efficiency of superheaters. The procedure for correcting a high water level involves immediate action to reduce the level. First, the feed water pump must be secured or placed on manual control at a very low rate to stop or slow the addition of water. Next, the high water level is corrected by controlled blowdown. Blowdown is performed either through the continuous or intermittent blowdown valves to safely drain a calculated amount of water from the drum until the correct working level is reestablished. Once the level is restored, the engineer must identify the cause. Was it a malfunctioning automatic control system, an overpumping feedwater pump, or a faulty level gauge reading? If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, comment, like, share, and subscribe for more insights. Thank you.